Okay, guys, I'm here with Melissa. Melissa is an awesome client that I
Hello.
absolutely had the privilege to work with in HabitiZe Health. She came to me about a year ago and we worked through some different pieces of the puzzle. So, Melissa, I just want to kind of know, where did you start last year and where are you now with all of this?
I started last year and I had just I was at a low. I really was. And I knew that I had to change something, but I just wasn't really sure how to change that. I was at about 195 pounds ish. And I knew some things had to change. And I went to Susie and said, "Hey, can you help me figure out a plan to make some better life choices?" And that really helped me.
Beautiful. So we started with where you came to me. You were like, I'm not sleeping well, and I'm super stressed about some things with my kids and their health, and a bunch of different things. You came with the goal that you wanted to lose weight, but there was a lot more behind all of that going on. So kind of tell me in other aspects of your life beyond just weight loss, what difference did this make for you?
I wasn't sleeping at night, and I own a real estate agency, and so I have a really busy job, and I feel like all the things that go on in life were just pressuring in, and I really appreciated how you took a minute with me, and we really did spend probably a month and a half and say, okay, let's just get your mind right. And we spent a lot of time just learning how to drink water and how to prioritize my sleep in life, and giving me some breath work activities that I can do when I'm having those restless nights. And when I could get those things in line, it helped me get into a place where I could move forward with more of my physical goals.
Beautiful. So you came with the idea of one thing in your head, but then we kind of worked through a bunch of different habits that got you to not only physically different, mentally different in your business,
Yeah,
in your family, in different aspects of your life.
right.
And the habits probably were smaller than you had maybe anticipated when you came to a personal trainer. I know the first time that you met with me, you were like a little bit nervous of like, okay, this is gonna be really hard. And then when I was like, we're gonna sleep and drink water, you were like, that's it.
Right. But it really does make a huge difference. And I really appreciated that my first visit with you wasn't like, we're gonna lift weights until you throw up. It was let's take this one step at a time. And we really need these building blocks of, you need to be hydrated, you need to be well fueled, and you need to sleep.
Beautiful. Yeah, us personal trainers get a bad rap for being crazy people. Oh. All right. So another question for you is like before, I mean, we worked together from September to May, and then last summer you had a crazy summer with business going nuts and your kids and the vacation and all the different things. Were you happy that you had spent a couple of months before the crazy to get these things in place? And did it feel, I mean, obviously life's always a little bit busy, but was it easier to have the system in place before the unexpected and unpredictable part of your life happened?
Absolutely, because like a it gave me the tools to handle the unpredictability and still be able to meet my goals, and not wrap grab a hold of the unpredictability and let go of my goals, just to say, okay, I know that I can control these things, and so I'm going to focus on controlling those things.
Awesome. So to someone who is already feel like they're in that busy time of, all right, I'm already in the busy summer. I didn't have the habits set up beforehand. What would you say to them?
I would say that, talk to Susie, go through the program, because you're going to make little incremental changes at first, and those little changes actually will help you find more time in your day and help you find more results. That it doesn't always have to be like, you don't need 4 hours at the gym, but you do need some habits in place that will help you gain some traction.
Awesome. So you mentioned when the summer got crazy and out of control, you were like, this summer I scheduled myself. Talk to me about
Yeah,
that.
I did. Like, always, I think as moms and as business owners and things like that, we put everything else on our calendar and say, this kid has to go to the dentist here, and this person needs this here. And I just, would sit down once a week with my calendar and I would say, okay, I'm going to put the big rocks in first. I need time to buy healthy meals. I need to make a plan of what I'm going to make for those. And that isn't, for me at least, like these, you see those YouTube or Instagram meal preps where I'm like, no, I don't have time for that. We have to be very just making good choices that are easy to make. And I just scheduled that in and said, okay, these are the things that we're going to eat this week. And these are when my workouts are going to happen. And I probably need to say, I need 30 minutes in the morning so that I can connect with myself and have my prayer time and my stretching time and things like that. And that really helped me. And
Beautiful.
for me, that has to happen before the kids get up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, me too. Me too. I totally agree with that. Or right after they go to school. My most
Right.
productive hours are the 30 minutes before they wake up and the 30 minutes after the bus drives away.
Right.
All right, awesome. So for people who are considering doing HabitiZe Health, this program that you've been going through, what would you say to somebody who's maybe on the fence about it?
You know, I would just say that it's been really life-changing for me. And sometimes I think in life, I took my kids and we went on a river trip this summer. And on that river trip, we got stuck on a rock. And I really have thought a lot about that, about life and about my health journey, that sometimes you're just stuck on the rock, and doing the same thing, rowing forward like you've always been, is not going to get you off that rock. You have to do something different. And whether that's high side the raft or drag an oar or something, and that would be my thing, is that if you haven't been able to achieve what you want to achieve before, that just means that you need to do something different. And that probably means hiring someone who knows more about it than you do, and being able to approach that from a position of, oh, I can help you get there because I've walked this path, or I know how this path works, rather than just stumbling around trying to find your way.
Beautiful. Awesome. So with the, you spent 9 months with me. We worked together for 9 months on this stuff, and people want to know what the exact results were. So of course, we're going to talk about the physical results at the end here, but just what would the cost have been for you if you had decided not to work with me a year ago? Like how would your life be different now if you hadn't done HabitiZe a year ago?
I think I probably would be pretty much in the same place that I was, or lower. And I think HabitiZe Health was just something where I realized that I needed new habits to be able to move in the direction that I needed to. And without that, without change, you're just not changing.
That's deep. Without change, you're just not changing.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. I love it so much. So you guys, for Melissa, she lost how many pounds did you lose total between a year ago from now?
I think I started at like 195, and Monday when I got on the scale, I was 171.
Awesome. So we're 15 pounds down. Your inches that you had lost between September and May was 20 inches, you guys. This woman lost 20 inches. Are you hearing me? That's more inches than pounds. There's so much more to weight than weight. But realize there's so much else going on here. So one of the other things that you wanted, one of the specific goals that you had when you came to me, Melissa, was that you wanted to be able to mount your horse without needing steps. Is that a possibility for you now?
Possibility. And I feel like, I've gotten so much stronger, and it is so much more than just about the weight. Like, I feel like I am strong and able to do the things that I want to do, because I'm 48 years old. My oldest is 16. So I'm an older mom, and I really wanted to make sure that I could still ski hard and ride horses and kayak and do all those fun things with them, and have the physical ability to do that.
Beautiful. Do you feel like this has helped you have not only the physical ability to do that, but also the time? I know you mentioned earlier it gives you a lot more time back.
It really does. And I think that sometimes when, at least for me, I was in a position where I was just so down on myself mentally that I just felt bad in my own skin. And as I've been able to kind of work through some of that and get in a better place physically, it's just freed up that space in my head that, is always spinning, to tackle other things now, that I'm not so worried about, oh, I got to go to this meeting. Does this outfit look, or I don't worry about that. I worry so much more about, okay, these are the bullet points that I need to cover in that meeting.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, I love this so much, Melissa. You're such a delightful person. And it was just such a privilege to work with you. And it's so awesome to hear from you months later. This is a whole year later, you guys. We haven't worked together for 4 months now, and she's still, you lost 7 pounds this summer without me. So that's awesome. Like it's working. And are you doing anything crazy? Like since we quit working together, what have you added on, or what are you doing now? What's your routine now versus what we had done
You
previous?
know, before when we first started, I think I was doing a ton of cardio. And now I strength train 3 days a week, and I do some sort of cardio activity 2 days a week. And I'm eating more balanced meals, and I'm drinking water, and I'm sleeping, but I haven't done anything that was rocket science or out of the ordinary that you haven't taught me.
Awesome. It's just the simple stuff, you guys. Everybody thinks there's some magic pill, but really it's just the consistency of a bunch of small steps taken in the right direction at the right time.
Yeah.
Awesome, Melissa. Well, congratulations on your incredible progress and for just keeping going. Like we don't work together anymore, but you're still making all this progress and nothing crazy is happening.
Awesome. I'll give you a call later.
Okay. All right. Thanks everybody. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye bye.